Up lined up here as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Detroit Lions. Kicker Brandon Aubrey is out to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Black 20.
Play action. It's gone. And incomplete to open things up.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete. 180.
Out of the gun. Goff. That's caught. It's Sammy Porter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's got room. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 57 yards. And the Lions march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Dallas.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's kind of like clockwork right now for them.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
And inches at the 4-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Up the middle, it's Williams. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
1st and goal, Dallas.
Williams is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. teams had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Super one. What's that?
Goff now looking to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Cowboys.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
180.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, gone. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to have the Lions first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 94 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got him the first down. But at this point,
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to look that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 5.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
For the Cowboys field goal.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half.
14.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
A first down carry for Davis. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Room here to run. Touchdown, Cowboys. Miles Sanders, 51 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
180! What's that?
There's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Yeah! They will go to 53.
Handoff, running left is Davis. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He's brought down by
From the 28, it's second and 5.
a gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Again, it's Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That good for 22 and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28-yard line. Second down and 8.
It's second and 8.
Shell! White 20! Ric Flair! Cut!
Gone. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Donovan Ezeraku. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
12, 12, 12, 12.
He'll drop to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Lions
a shotgun snap for Goff. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw is Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and saying, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
A gain of 12. And a Cowboy first down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Here's Davis running right. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Yeah, here we go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll roll on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A beautiful fake. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Here comes 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackles. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Black 20. Hardball.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts,
19 yards.
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
80.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And this one too low.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
180. Hey, Shell. Hey, lift.
To the air again. Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
17 yards.
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
11. Maverick. Turbo.
Goff now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Go tonight. DC. 180. 5.
Now Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the